kasi may effect niya if you're Visit. So ano mo yung work main ka na? Ano mo yung work main ka na?
Is this a sign?
Hello friends, welcome to another talking segment of our Cozy and Chaos episode for this week. I am journaling for the week that was February 13th to the 19th. Today is Wednesday, February 22, and so I'll just get right into it. To be honest, I don't think I have that much to talk about for the past week, except maybe a few rants if you allow me. But before that, I would like to share the color scheme that I'm planning to use for this week. So this is actually from a packaging of like the souvenir from the cosplay ball that happened in the city. Our first cosplay ball. My brother was hired as a photographer for them for that night, and although I didn't attend, my brother still brought back all of the souvenirs, and this was part of the packaging, and I didn't want to throw it away because it's very pretty. This is like one of my favorite like royal blue colors, so I wanted to keep that. And in contrast to last week's weekly, I will be pulling out more darker blues or darker colors compared to last week's pastel ones. So I am again digging through my plastic pouch full of stuff that I would like to use, and just speed this up, I guess. And so the struggle has started with picking out stuff that would work for this spread. But anyway, I like to actually I forgot to get my hole punch, but I'll leave it later. So I will start with what happened actually last week. If you haven't seen clips from last week, actually I will link the whole playlist of my Cozy and Chaos series up in the description if you're interested in these sorts of vlog style videos that I do. Last week was a lot of fun actually to film because there was a lot, but this week isn't actually that exciting starting Monday. The only eventful thing that happened last week was basically the week before, which was Sunday. However, this week, like during Monday, all I did was just fix up orders for my brother's shop. As of the moment, we are actually on vacation mode because my brother's traveling, and so we stopped taking orders for a bit, and also waiting for restocks of some of our items that have sold out. So that is why we decided to just put it on vacation mode, even though I'm still here anyway and I can like deliver the packages, but still it's quite hard to entertain when one of us is not available. And anyway, so I was packing orders, there was a lot, and I'm actually very happy. I kind of forgot actually to film or include the clip of the part wherein I sold my Edith Hamilton mythology book in the vlog that came out last week, but I sold that book and it was kind of like a struggle, I guess, because the buyer, not to really diss the buyer or anything, but it's like they gave us the impression that they didn't review the item that they bought before they placed the order. So they were like asking us how much was the item and how much was the shipping, even though there is like a checkout summary where you can access through the app. And we were worried because we already shipped the item out, because the buyer actually asked if he could like receive the package by Monday. And mind you, he ordered the package actually on Thursday, even though like the first conversation that we had with that buyer was the Sunday before this one. So like he had the whole week to decide whether or not he was going to buy it or not. And later when we already changed, because he like asked if there was a last price on the book. He asked actually if there was a last price on the book, and we were like, okay, we'll give you like a discounted price. And as soon as he asked for the discounted price, we already put it up on the store so he could like order it immediately if he needed it. And then it took him like 4 days to decide whether or not he will buy it or not. And then once he checked out, he like demanded that we send it immediately because he needed it by Monday. And my brother was like, well, we are not the one in control of the carrier company on how many days will it take for your package to arrive at your place, because the distance was like ways away from here to where they place their address. So like it's usually going to take about like maybe 4 or 5 days, at most 1 week, get to them. So like if he was like able to purchase it by Sunday, the time when we actually changed the price, I think it would have reached him before Monday. And he was like very desperate, but we didn't have anything we could do to help him, because we shipped it out as soon as he ordered it. Like as soon as he ordered it that morning, we shipped the order out like let's say 2 hours after he placed that order. And that is why it was kind of like difficult for us to explain to him that we couldn't do anything about it, which is sort of sad, because I think he was planning on giving it as a gift or something, because the addressee was a different name to the, what do you call that, different name to the buyer. So I don't know, I haven't heard from the buyer yet. I didn't think he had left a review on the shop, at least not yet. Give it like 2 or 3 more days, but if like after the 3 days, if he hasn't like rated the shop yet, that means that either he wasn't satisfied with the order, or he forgot, or he didn't like find the need to do anything with the ratings, which kind of is like a bummer sometimes, especially if you're like a shop that is fairly new and is waiting for like to be recognized by the app to be a preferred seller or something. But it's fine, I guess. It is what it is. And also, what happened last week was I finally flipped through my anime review journal, the first one. I was thinking of like wanting to not flip through that notebook yet until it was finished. Some of the anime that I've watched actually was like since childhood, like during my elementary days. So of course I couldn't really remember much of what happened during the whole series, especially long series like Bleach, like Fushigi Yugi, Inuyasha, Dragon Ball. So like I was planning on like watching them during the span of like well, when I'm not doing anything in particular. However, I have so many that I want to watch that are fairly new, so that is why I decided to just flip through that and just skip the review part, because I have watched them, I just can't remember what really happened in detail. For example, like in Kogi's, we have like 2 seasons of it, so I can't really remember where the season ended and where it began. like what scenes. So I left it as that. And then I am planning actually to flip through the second one as well, maybe next week or the week after. It totally depends on mood, and also if I get to like, well, wait, I'm deciding whether or not I will put this, or yeah. I'm just basically using up as much stuff as I can during the week, because I'm doing like a pen only spreads for my 365 journal. So this is in a way compensating on the lack of collaging there, and using up the stuff as I can before I do my quarterly review of how much stuff I have actually used. And then another thing that I maybe chat about was that Genshin Impact special announcement 3.5 came out also last week, and I didn't watch it actually with my friends like I do usually. I watched it with my brother this time. We were looking forward actually for Deya. I actually pronounce her name as Dehya, but when the 3.5 announcement pronounced her name as Dia, so like, oh, okay, let's call her Dia then. And when they said that she was going to join the standard banner after her banner, like Tinari, I was like, maybe I'll just wait for when she actually comes out in the standard instead, and save up for whoever else is after her. That is more of a I'm blanking. More of a limited character. So that is what I'm planning on doing actually for 3.5. I will be skipping, maybe I will be skipping Sino as well. I'm very much torn. I actually wanted to pull for Sino when he reruns, but then the news or like the rumors that Scaramouche will rerun as well soon. That is when I got torn into pulling him or not. I have pulled out so many of these stickers, but I don't think that I will be using them, sadly, because I wanted to include this because I have been very much playing Vanguard recently. So I wanted to just put, this is like a flyer from the booster boxes that they produced by Bushiroad. So I wanted to include that here, or like a part of it. So anyway, so during that 3.5 announcement, there are a lot of stuff going on with the events. However, one particular announcement caught me by surprise, was actually the wings of like the Prime Gaming freebie wings, wherein you can avail. And as a person who doesn't have Amazon Prime and has no idea how the mechanics work, I panicked, and I'm just lucky that my brother actually helped me with doing the whole subscription procedure, because I had no idea what I was doing. And I subbed to Prime Video and also Prime Gaming just to claim those wings, because those wings were pretty perfect for Scaramouche and his Wonder outfit. So I was so bummed, because I thought they were like, during the leaks, I thought they were like Fontaine wings, and it turns out it was like from the Prime Gaming actually. So I did all the computations. I couldn't really sleep that well, because it is like of course I had to like pay for it, and it's an excess expense on my part, especially someone who's doing no spend and no merch ban. And I was also reminded that I regretted not getting the KFC wind gliders from last year, the one wherein it was so perfect for Kazuha and Klee. So I decided to just push for it and get these wings instead, just to keep myself at peace and not regret anything I do afterwards. So that is another story. And lastly, I think that is the only eventful thing that happened during the week was Saturday. I don't really have much to say about Saturday evening. It's just the cosplay ball. I wasn't there, so I don't have much to talk about. But on Sunday was actually supposed to be the ICOP Fest And what I didn't know, that ICOFest was actually just like a mini concert and cosplay event, cosplay contest, drawing contest, singing contest, and then a concert. And we were there at around like 11-ish in the morning, and when we arrived at the venue, I did not know that there was no like merch stalls, and half of me was disappointed and half of me was thankful because I didn't break my merch ban, which was good. And still, it was kind of disappointing because no one was there. Half of me was expecting that no one was there because half of the cosplay community that was like very active went to the cosplay ball the night before, so I was thinking that maybe they were still like exhausted from that event, and thus were delayed or late to the event. But it turns out it's just my bad that the event was actually, or the concert rather, was actually in the afternoon, so I didn't really return there because my brother and I actually meet up with one of his friends and we played Vanguard Dear Days on the Switch, which was actually very fun. So in a way, people were at the concert while me and my brother was at another venue playing Vanguard on Switch with his friend, so it was fun. I didn't regret it at all, actually. And that is it for, I think, the story portion of today. I will be using this scrap of paper, and I don't want to cover like Tamari or so I'll journal. How would I put this? Oh, I'll think about it in a bit, and I'll come back once I finish with the journaling part of this. It actually gotten kind of noisier after I finished writing this down, but anyway, I finished with the entry. I forgot to mention that during the ICOP Fest, we were there early, but there were some cosplayers there, and I was kind of lucky enough to got a selfie photo with a Vortigern cosser. Vortigern is another form of Oberon from Fate Grand Order. He isn't out in like what do you call that, in the North America version of the game yet, but he is out on the Japanese servers, and it is again me manifesting for a future character pool that I want in real life. And I just added skirmish here to note that this was happening when the Wings fiasco. And also, and if you're watching this and you have like an idea about Prime Video and Prime Gaming, do let me know if you have an idea whether or not, if I have already subscribed to Prime Video, if I need to pay another for Prime Gaming or something. I think you need to pay for it. It makes sense in my brain that you have to pay for both subscriptions, but it is very like confusing when the Prime Gaming eligibility page wherein it says that Prime Video includes Prime Gaming and such, and I'm like, was I supposed to purchase Prime Gaming again after the 30 days, or like the 30 days of free trial, I mean, or is it like I only need to pay for Prime Video? It's very confusing. But anyway, if I need to pay for Prime Gaming, I'll still pay for it. I mean, I have like I actually got the funds for it now, but still, that is fine. I don't know why I pulled this out. I wanted to include this somewhere, but now I'm not sure if this is a good idea. So it's fine. I wanted to like add more. I actually added these. These are actually like watercolor flowers that I did back in the day when I was still watercoloring, and I just wanted to add it here and there. And I say to myself, I wanted to include the packaging of the cosplay ball because it was pretty, and I literally covered like 90% of the paper. So I think that is it that I wanted to include. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today in this session of Cozy and Chaos. I am very sorry that it became like rambly, and my sentences sometimes are incohesive. Like I skip through thoughts here and there. It's kind of jarring sometimes to listen to someone who has very chaotic train of thought. But thank you so much if you have stayed until the end. I will be putting this inside the binder later because I forgot to pull out my puncher, and that is it. So thank you so much again for watching this segment, and I will probably have a few more clips after this. So until then, bye. And before anyone says anything, I have added the dates. I forgot. So anyway, bye.